be gwale saf connect ngadunje to bela daba Modu be gwale saf connect ngadunje to bela daba nyunu be garandiro la nyunu be ngadunje to bela daba nyunu be garandiro la nyunu be magoiro ngadunje to bela daba Modu be gwale saf connect ani ngadunje to bela daba Lamin jam anala dimba ngadunje bela daba
After millions of comments on our pages and also online newspapers, anywhere you go, it's all about the closure of Observer. GRA has closed Observer. What is the take on that? Again, what's the way forward? Follow us with Mr. Pamadumbo, the MD of Daily Observer in the Gambia. Reporting on Choice Africa TV, Mr. Lamin Cham, your poor people's governor. Bless up.
My name is Pamodu Mbow, Pamodu Ibrahim Mbow to be precise. I live in Bakote, housing estate. I am the managing director, the current managing director of the Daily Observer company from the 19th of December to date.
That's right. So how much money do you guys owe the tax from which period to what period?
Well, as I understood from when I took over, from my handing over notes, we owe GRA the sum of $17 million in tax. Actually, the tax is 10 million, but of course the interest and other charges have sum up to 6 million, and other charges like late filings and stuff, which is like $500,000 to $1 million. So altogether is $17 million, to my understanding, to the letters.
So how did he come to make any? Did he come to make any payment plans with the GRA, or how did they approach you? Did they write you a letter or any communication between you and them?
Well, I never wait for GRA to write me any letter or to visit our office. From when I assumed office from the 19th of December towards the end of December, I made an appointment to go and meet them to discuss our tax obligation, because I know a company have to pay tax. So with my handing over notes, there was no mention of such. So I decided to find it out, because I am the managing director. It's my responsibility. So an Observer doesn't only owe GRA, but GRA is one of them. It's the major one. So I decided to form a team of my management, and we went to Yankuba's office, the Commissioner General, to meet him with Esa Jallo, his deputy, and some of his senior staff, to discuss about a way forward. Which they told me that there was a payment plan prior to my management career, which Sadie and other managers who were there before. Yes, but that was not honored, simply because maybe the amount that they agreed at the time was not realistic. So the Observer cannot honor that. So, I try to make a feasible, and I try to make a realistic one, which is at least for us to strike the payment plan for 25 years or 20 years at least, when Observer can only pay them $75,000 a month, which is definitely, it does make sense. It's a win-win. Observer, GRA is going to win because they're going to get their money back, and also Observer is still going to be here and also maintain their staff, their 105 staff.
Okay. According to GRA, they've been communicating to you people also as well, follow on communication, visiting your office. Like you said, you also went to their office, for this payment plan thing. They're here to support businesses in the Gambia. And then if you are a Gambian to running a business, they will definitely love your business to go ahead. Okay? And then every time they attempted, you guys are saying you cannot do it. You don't have it.
Well, Lamin, that was not during my tenure. They never visited me. I don't dispute. They've wrote to me. Yes, that was after I went to them the very first time. You know, they wrote to us. You know, highlighting the amount, the interest, the charges, the all whatnot, which I wrote to them back with a solution. Because you know me, I'm a solution person.
Right.
I find solution. I said to them, listen, why can't we, GRA for them to come on our front page? That is visibility for GRA. GRA needs to be on the front page of front cover of Daily Observer as the #1 paper. That way, it will be reminding people of their tax obligation, including ourselves in Observer. But by the same token, coming on our front page, that will, if you may, offset the payment, because that band there where the QCell is $1 million. So if they have that advertisement for 2 years, that's $2 million. $2 million can be offset into the debt. Then we start a repayment plan. So see, they shy away from that. They never even come back to me on that, which I have it in writing. I can produce to you. It's in the car. I have all those documentations. GRA also, they owe us $175,000. We told them, we wrote to them and said, listen, take 60% of the money, give us 40%. 60% will be just part of the debt, as our repayment, our intention of repaying the debt. But still, we are not getting any way, with that. What they're coming up with, yeah, you have to shut down for 2 weeks and pay us $5 million on top. Lamin, we are saying that is impossible. We can't do that. The print media, you can only make money when you are in operation. Because right now, if I even come to you, Ramin, and say, I'm Observer, give me $2 million, blah, 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 you will not do it because we are closed. But if we are open, yes, we have companies who are willing to do business, who are willing to come on our front page, like the AfriCell, like the Gamcell, they're all willing to come on our front page. And that is money. It's not an immediate money, but it is monies that will be able to help us to honor, to respect, to fulfill our obligation with GRA. Because with print medium, we don't rely on newspaper sales. Newspaper sales is nothing. We spend $20,000 to print a daily paper, and we make a maximum $11,000. So there is always a $9,000 lost for just printing a paper on a daily basis. But then the content in the paper, which is the adverts that we have for the companies, that's where our money is. And this is what we have problem collecting. We have Observer, companies, and especially government departments, they owe Observer to the tune of $3.1 million. Our marketing staff, they are going around every day. I actually have to take the opportunity to say, listen, let me be part of the team to go out there and get our debts, including GRA. They owe us money, all the government departments. And for the irony is, no media house gets subsidies from the government. I'm just playing, I will play. I'm just playing to the government for them to, if they cannot subsidize us, for them to just levy, to, offset, throw this out of the bin and say, listen, guys, go out and do your business. I throw, everything is quiet now, start from scratch.
But
they can do
why
it.
was Daily
Apply
Observer?
what they did.
Apply did it.
Yeah, Apply what did it when he came. Even the Yusundur, TFM, they were all their tax were levied. Because their government never subsidized the media houses. So their tax were levied. So our government can do the same. Can just levy every tax and say, listen, we are going to reduce the tax for all the media houses and just make our life easy. Because at the end of the day, we are an employment zone. A company that has housed 105 Gambians, paying them salary every month, you don't close that company. Now, you have an agreement with that company, which is very realistic, so that they can continue in operation. Right now, it's in Korite. Korite is next week, or during the end of this week. And we don't have salaries. We don't pay May salary, let alone June. So now, if we are back in operation, we have 2 months salaries to pay. So you see, there is more. This closure is causing more problem for Observer, even to be able to honor our payments.
My question is, why were you not paying taxes on time?
Well, to tell you the truth, you have to ask, but I inherited them. I inherited all these 17 million. I inherited because remember, I just assumed office 19th of December, 6 months ago.
Right.
Six months period, you cannot, have all that tax array.
In your time, did you pay something?
In my time, no, because of what happened is when I came in, our accounts were red.
Yeah.
Both accounts were red. One was minus 61,000, the other one was minus 38,000. bank account I mean. I had to deal with minus 99,000 just to pay salaries for my first month, which was the 19th of December. Of course, that was just like 11 days for salaries. For the end of the year, I have to get an overdraft from Trust Bank to pay salaries. Do you understand? For that December. Actually, it's the same for January and February as well. We have to get, how to call it, overdraft from the banks to pay our salaries. So let alone the other debts that we are paying, like Pro Graphics, like Ali Kadra, we owe all those companies, which I inherited too. So we were busy paying debts and paying our staff all the while that or during these past 6 months that we are in office. Lamin.
Okay. What do you call this GRA closure? It's a temporary closure.
Yeah, temporary.
What would you call it? How would you justify it?
I will call it a blessing in disguise. Okay. A blessing in disguise meaning Observer is going to regulate the house. We are going to regulate our house because we have 105 staff. Some of them we don't need. Some of them are half in, half out. Some of them are not in at all. They just come in and enjoy the internet facility and whatever and wait for the end of the month to get their salaries. They are not participating at all. I know that. My top management, they knew that because I devised a way of finding out who are with us. That is by creating the employee of the month. For 3 months running, I know who are with us. I know who are not. I know that. But I couldn't sack them for the simple reason that I was avoiding the unfair dismissal, this and that, the other. Now this closure will bring everything to light. You understand what I'm saying? It will justify every action that we are going to take. By the same token, we will be able to regulate our finances and get our monies back from the companies that owe us and the government departments that owe us. Because now they will know that we are not ramping. Actually, I included a lawyer who is writing to them right now. As soon as we open, we are going to be going around serving them with those letters. Because
how do you intend to open? How are you going to negotiate with GRA now?
Well, this is a temporary closure, which for 2 weeks. Next week, Wednesday, we're supposed to open. Then we're going to talk about the next level. The next level will be to bring to find a common platform, really, because GRA closing Observer totally is not to their advantage. They're not going to get their monies anyway, and we are going to lose our staff as well to redundancy. Maybe 905 people will come in to join the unemployment bandwagon. I don't think the government will be, pleased with that. I don't think even GRA themselves will be pleased with that. So let's bring a solution. The solution that we have right now, and we are working with our partners, that is to have a 20 years payment plan, whereby we'll be paying GRA 75,000 every month on top of our current charges, which is affordable, which we can afford.
I know you as a humble brother, right? And I know the GRA director too. If there is no, do you think there is a political motivation or personal motivation?
Oh, I mean, honestly, I cannot dismiss it. I cannot say for certain, but I cannot dismiss it because really and truly, if you are talking about getting your monies back, I think it's better for you to find a common ground where you can get the monies back.
So now, if they says, okay, come into terms for payment plans, which is going to be win-win situation because it's not their intention to close any company. Mister, I think there could be a room and a way forward for this.
Absolutely.
Because the government has nothing to do with it. According to them, there are other newspapers, why they're not in the same wagon as you said, but you told me you inherited it.
We inherited.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Who is the signatory, who signs checks in Observer?
Observer, myself, Sirif Bojang, Mustafa Bojang, my financial controller, and Alaji Ibrahim Mambo, my father, who is also contracted with us to revamp our accounts department because it needs structuring, honestly. So we brought him with his experience, to come and restructure our accounts department so that we can honor our financial obligations. So we are the 3 signatories, to the account. But his contract finishes this June. So we are going to, Sadie is going to be the next signatory, who is the current editor-in-chief.
Do you know the board members or chairman?
Well, the board members were dissolved prior to us coming into office. I think it was dissolved some 4 or 5 years ago, during the time of Fatou Kine, I don't know, during the time of Modu Saidi. But we invited new board members. Right now, we just invited them. They are 4 in number, and we're going to have a meeting. But because of the closure, that meeting couldn't materialize. But nonetheless, we're going to go ahead with that, to form our board, so that we will have another extra powers to oversee what we are doing as management. And once that was done, I've never had any communicate with anybody, and I was really, honestly, very busy with all the debts that I found at Observer to maybe to pay them so that we can have our peace of mind, we can regulate with peace of mind, so that we don't have to look over our shoulder to see who is after us or not. You understand? Because what we do is factual reports. We give factual reports and from the source. So this way, I cannot definitely help you, Lamin, on that question. And he employed anybody who was my predecessor. Maudu Sabali, Maudu Rambo, the list goes on, Fatou Kine, yes.
If you would like to say a way forward for this temporal closure to resume and you carry on business win-win situation, as a Gambian, you know, and GRA also, they're here to collect, not to lose it. It's not their obligation to close any company. What will you say?
To GRA or to
GRA?
Oh, GRA. Yankuba, I spoke to you yesterday. You know, I talked to you heart to heart. I said to him, Yankuba, let's put the CG and the DMD aside and we talk as Gambian to Gambian. Are you genuinely happy closing Observer? And he said, no. Pa, you definitely know that I'm not happy. And I said to him, yes, I know you know. If I also even was, if you were on the receiving end to close GRA today, you will not be happy, knowing very well that you have thousands of employees who are benefiting from GRA. You will not be happy. So am I. I'm not happy. But what I would say is, let's just come together as Gambians, you know, and we solve this amicably. We have a plan. The plan is to, this debt is from 2001, 16 years today. Why can't it take 25 years or 20 years to pay? You take a mortgage for 25 years and you pay it easily because you don't have to pay all your monies without getting food just to buy a house. So it's the same, you know, in order to get all your monies back with your interest and whatever, all the charges, you know, give us a 20 years period. We will pay you $75,000 every month, including our 100,000 that we supposed to be paying as our regular payments, because we have to pay $100,000 as our tax, our PAYE, pay as you earn. Yeah, and that is monthly. We have to pay that, and that's 100,000. So if we add 75,000 to it as the area from the areas, that will be 175,000. Lamin, that is very realistic. Observer will be able to afford that and also pay salaries, also buy our consumables so as to print the paper on 22 days in the month. So I'm saying, I'm appealing to GRA. I'm appealing to everybody who can do anything about it. And that is just for GRA. But I'm appealing to President Barrow. If you're talking about press freedom, if you're talking about democracy, I am begging you, I am telling you in the name of the Gambia of press freedom, for you to levy all this tax that is vested on us, the media houses, because you know for a fact that government is not subsidizing any new media house. And media house is the first estate of any government. So
if you were a manager of Observer 5 years ago, this problem would have been solved?
Oh, big time. It would have been long time ago. Long time ago, like, I swear to God. I will not rest until I solve it. But you know me, I have that killer instinct attitude. I like to make sure things are done in the right way. Because, you know, if we don't do it the right way, we will always be looking our back. We will always be owing obligation to other people. Then we will not be free. Because the person that you owe obligation to, when that person needs favor from you, you're going to give him that, or her that favor. And you know, in journalism, there's nothing like favor. We deal with factual reporting. Right, like you're doing right now, you're contacting the managing director of Observer. You're not contacting anybody outside, you know, just to get a hearsay. No, you want the factual report. Exactly, this is what we're saying. So this is what we are doing as well. I would have solved this problem long time ago, brother. This would have been history. But nonetheless, we are still solving it. God is bringing, and even during the month of Ramadan, that, you know, we are having a constructive solution. Because from here, we are not going to have this problem again, inshallah. I will make sure of that, as far as I'm the MD. Yes, even if I am gone, then it will mean that I will put a structure in place that Observer will be able to afford. And they will honor it, and they will continue our payments, because we will not evade tax. We will not. I will not lead that team.
Because for me, I was thinking, if Foria, there's an opposition newspaper in there for this long, surviving all, you know, then you got Points, you got Standard, you know, why Observer? You know, Is it that because they have so much power back in the days?
No, no, it's nothing like that. They have less staff. If you put point of standard, voice, put them all together, they are staffs. Observer is twice more than them. Observer got 105 staff, brother. 105 staff. They are all Gambians. You understand what I'm saying? So this is 470,000 is our salaries every month.
Wow.
$470,000 is our consumables. Our printing materials.
Yes.
It cost us to the tune of 400,000 a month. So 390, 370,000 minimum on monthly basis just to print the paper and put it on your table. It costs us that much, 370,000. If you want to buy it on a daily basis, it's 20,000 a day. The 20,000 we buy our consumable. So we spend more than any other. You understand? Observer is just like a university. It's just like an institution, because you can attest to that. That all the media houses, 95% of their staff, from the management down, they've passed through Observer, including the current information minister and his predecessor, Sirif Bojan. They all passed through Observer. So Observer is like an institution.
So
Observer
they all didn't pay this tax.
Well, I don't know.
Yes,
Sirif was there. Oh yeah, Sirif was there.
Okay, Pamadumbo, there comes the last part of this. What's your last word, and what would you like us to know from Pamodu that the people don't know? Your last word, and what would you like from Pamodu that people don't know?
Thank you very much, Lamin, my brother, my friend. Well, I'm not going to talk to you because you know at this, you know me a bit, or you know me more than what most people do. But this is not about me. This is genuinely not about me, because if it was just me, I would have just packed and go. Friday, I can take one-way ticket and go back to England. I have my family. I have my son over there, 10 years old son, and my daughter, 16. The wonderful family. But I left them there to come and honor this job, to come and take Observer to the next level. All I'm saying right now, I am appealing to JRA as a family. Let's come to the table. Let's give us a 20-year period payment plan whereby we will be able to pay you $75,000 every month, and at the same time we will take our tax obligations to be paying monthly. Our subscriptions, we will be able to do them, and we already started. We did them already. Bojang has set everything, the record straight. So please, we can go into that. That is a win-win, because 20 years from now, JRA will still be here. 20 years from now, Observer will still be here, because Observer has been here for the past 25 years. So, of course, 20 years down the line, we're all going to be here, and we're all going to be happy. All our families are going to get our monies, and also Observer is continuing to do their good job. To the President, I'm saying, Mr. Barrow, President Barrow, just levy all the taxes on the media houses, because government don't subsidize us. You don't know, you know that. Government doesn't subsidize any newspaper here in the country, so we are appealing for you, if you can just levy the tax, and for us to start scratch. Abdou Diouf did it for Senegal. I know they are your mentors. You can ask them, they know. All the media houses there in Senegal, their taxes were levied. That's why you can see they have a very vibrant, media houses. So should be the Gambia. I have to praise and thank the GPU. They earn my respect, because from day one that the Observer closed, GPU don't sleep. They never stop. I am just from a meeting with them, with my staff. They wanted to help us. They wanted to arbitrate, to come in between and make sure that, we come to a constructive solution, constructive ending, which is for us to divide a way of, repaying this debt. I salute all of you, a champion, Saf Connect, yena saf nit ñi. Yéen fi nekk di leral li nga xam ne moom la askan bi di bëgg a war a xam. Ñu leen di gërëmal tam, ñu leen di ñaanal tam yàlla mu yóbbu leen fu raw fi nga xam ne foofu ngeen war a nekk ci barke weeri koor bi. Di ne wax tam rek one Gambia la, one nation. ñu wàccee xol yi rek ñu set a very constructive solution to this problem, and we solve it in the interest of the Gambians, at the 105 staff of Daily Observer. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. Well said, Mr. Pamadumbo of Daily Observer, the managing director. Well, at the end of everything, there must be a solution. That's the way forward, to have a better understanding, a better operational, functional system in taxes, and also all our company, runnings in the Gambia. You heard it from Mr. Pamadumbo. He wants a good solution. You heard it from the GRA. They also want a payment plan. They don't want to close anybody. To the Gambia, our homeland, let's keep in touch. Let's support each other's business and advise each other. Together we can make a better public, a better nation, a better Gambian. One love. Peace from yours, Lamin Cham, with Mr. Alhaji Ndao, reporting for Choice Africa TV, live in the Gambia. Thank you.